Good morning. Hi, my name is Tim. I'm here to show you something today, and I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time now, but the time has to be right. I actually have to have something going wrong in order to make this video. I said next time it happens, I'm going to make the video. That was like 2 years ago, and I've just gone through a really nice, lucky streak where I haven't had any problems, haven't had to do this. However, we've had some crazy weather in Phoenix, and what happens is when you have an artificial eye, it actually can cause problems. It can cause goop, boogers, goobers, whatever you want to call it. I call them goobers. I think I usually roll with goobers because I say boogers for my nose, goobers for my eyes. But it can be a combination of some things. We've had a lot of rain and wind, so a lot of times I think it's the wind, a lot of junk getting kicked up in the air. You take that stuff in your eye and it goes nuts. You start getting these goobers, they start pouring out, caking up on your eye. You're waking up. I woke up this morning, my eye was shut and I couldn't even open it, really. I had to pull it open and start wiping crap out of it. So I want to teach you how to clean your eyeball if you have a fake eyeball. Now, if you don't have a fake eyeball, I would recommend trying to not obtain a fake eyeball. Continue to try to use your two eyes, and this video is not going to help you. However, you may find it interesting to know how it gets cleaned. In fact, as somebody who's had an artificial eye for the last 33 years, I got it when I was 3 years old. First question everybody asks when you have a fake eye is, number one, can you see out of it? No, it's fake. I can't see out of it. It's glass. It's kind of like, question two. Oh, well, what do you see then? Okay, well, I don't see anything. I don't have an eyeball. There's nothing there to see. It's kind of like looking out of your elbow. What do you see when you look out of your elbow? You don't see black. You don't see anything. There's no eyeball there. You see nothing. So the whole field of vision goes like this. Instead of 180, it's like that. It's here. This is this. Most people can see like this. Boom. That's where I see my hand, right about here. So a little cut off, not quite 180. I don't know, 150. Anyway, so that's question two. Question number three, can you take it out? Yes, I can take it out. Question number four, do you take it out to clean it and stuff? Not very often. I don't really need to. It's self-cleaning. All my tear ducts work and everything else, so it's all good. I don't really need to clean it. It's self-cleaning, except at times like today when it's goobered. Now you might be looking and you say, wow, dude, you have a glass eye. It looks pretty good. Yeah, hell yeah, it looks pretty good. But yes, it's glass. And start looking close. Watch this. I've left it in here. I haven't wiped it for about 10, 15 minutes here. I wanted to really show you what's going on with my eye. Now you can see I got a lot of discharge and boogers. I'm pouring out of that thing. I mean, it is nasty looking. And that's very, I'm usually not walking around looking like that. I mean, you would find that I'm going to be wiping it way before it gets this bad. I'm constantly sticking my finger in my eye. Now, that leads me to another possible potential reason for this if it's not the weather. You have to treat it with the utmost, you have to be so sterile. I mean, you can't just be sticking your finger in your eye. You're sticking your finger everywhere else all day. If you go and you're wiping your eye with your dirty finger, it is possible that you're bringing in germs and bacteria, maybe creating an infection or whatever it is. I'd say these boogers are green. I just got over a sinus infection. I don't know if they're created from the same factory or whatever it is. It's gross. So we're going to clean it out. Now, you just need a couple things to do this. Very easy, very simple, takes about 2 minutes. Number one, you need a glass. Okay, put this right here for now. Number two, standard bottle of hydrogen peroxide. I'm gonna go ahead and fill my glass up here. Give yourself a nice amount so you can submerge the eyeball into it. I guess normally I would use a shot glass and you wouldn't have to waste so much hydrogen peroxide, but okay. And then 3, Now that's for your eye, but what you might want for you is a nice little handful of Q-tips, okay? So, let's take the eyeball out, simple. Now, as a kid, I was given a suction cup. I've had this since I was 3. If I need to take my eye out, I said, Dad, here's my suction cup, take my eyeball out. My dad would do it for me. I got older and I learned how to take it out myself. And trust me, you want to know how to take it out yourself. You want to be able to take it out on demand. Now, some people may have confidence issues with their glass eyes. Growing up, or heck, grown-ups, I guess, would have definitely, anybody who has a glass eye probably at some point has dealt with some sort of confidence issue. And I can tell you right now, I dealt with that because I grew up with it since I was 3 years old. The best thing to treat a confidence issue with a glass eye is by far embracing your glass eye. Okay? That means making any jokes about it that you can at any time. Be ready to jump in the playful banter your friends are going to throw at you, and laugh off anything your enemies might say about you because they don't matter. You'll find that when you embrace it and you're proud of it and you throw it out there and you say, hey man, hell yeah, I got a glass eye. You want to touch it? Want to lick it? You say things like that, people start laughing, people get uncomfortable, whatever, and you change subjects pretty quick. It's a good thing, and part of embracing it is being able to take it in and out. You say, yeah, you want me to take it? Somebody asks you, oh, can you take it out? Yeah, want me to take it out? I'll take it out. You know, I take it out on demand. Wash your hands first, all right? Be sterile when you do it, but especially at the bar, you know, a cool bar trick and whatever, that is dirty, okay? Wash your hands, go get some paper towels, and take it out. But be clean about it, because then it leads you to today where you have to do some cleaning on it, and that's just sucks. So here you go. So real easy. All you got to do to take it out yourself, all you do is this. It's easy to pull down your lid. You can kind of look up and you can force it out with your finger. You can go right in and grab it, and that's kind of what I do. I just kind of just grab it. I kind of push it. See, I'm pushing it. I grab it and pull the corner. And there it is. Very gross at the moment. Very, like I said, green. My fingernails are kind of gross. Sorry. And you have this shaped like a half shell thing. People wonder, is it round and this and that? No, it's a half shell. It's shaped to my back of my eye socket. Now you can see all the dirty booger goobers in my eyeball, my eye socket. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your eyeball, very simply just drop it in the glass, and you will see it gets pretty bubbly. All the goobers start raising right up off of it. You can see that big, gross little goober trail. And it kind of bubbles like a Alka-Seltzer tab or something, you know? And get all that shit off of there. It's gross. Okay. And you're gonna let that soak for a minute. Now while you're letting that soak, I'll set this aside for a sec here. We'll just let it soak around. And this is a bad week. I've had to, this is the second time I've done it this week, and I said, dang it, I really should have made the video the first time, but I'm glad I didn't. It was pretty intense. So you're gonna take the Q-tips and, you know, just get all the junk that you can out of there. Now, of course I've done that. Something I haven't done until this week, normally when I do this. Usually, I mean, that works. That works like a charm. You throw it in the hydrogen peroxide and boom, let it clean for a second, shove it back in and you're good. You don't even gotta dry it off. Take the hydrogen peroxide, let it go straight in your socket, it's okay. 2 things, do not ever, about 10 years ago I made this mistake, do not ever, and I mean ever, pour hydrogen peroxide straight into your socket. Don't do it. It's the most... I felt like somebody took a lightsaber and shoved it in my eye socket and twisted it around and moved it up and down for a good 30 seconds to a minute. Most painful thing I've ever felt in my life. Ever. Don't do that. But if it's wet with hydrogen peroxide, that doesn't seem to bother me. So the one thing I haven't really done anytime I've cleaned is cleaned inside the socket, and I need to do that. You can see, let me see if the lighting's right here. And this is okay, it doesn't hurt. You want to just go right inside the lid, give yourself a little twist in there. I don't know, I don't seem to have much. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look in the light here, hold on. I don't have a whole lot going on inside the socket right now. The other day I really did. I had big globs of boogers everywhere. Hang on one second. Okay, flashlight don't work. All right then, well, that's what you do. You pull this, all the boogers out that you can. Now, as you're going through the insides of the eyelids and the socket, don't touch the back wall. The back wall is the most painful part. This doesn't seem to bother me. This doesn't seem to hurt going in the eyelid. Slightly in. I mean, don't go too far, because again, you touch that back wall, I mean, it is pain. One of the other most painful things I've ever gone through is when I had an eyelash stuck on that back wall behind my eye, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with it? And I pulled it out. It didn't look like anything was wrong, and with the flashlight I said, oh dang, there's an eyelash back there, and my dad had to take a Q-tip and pull it off, and oh my God, that was horrible. But stay off the back wall. You know, get all the boogers you can, and in that amount of time, this thing probably is a little cleaner. I mean, you can still see bubbles coming off this thing. I mean, I don't know when that stops, if it, but pull it out. Let me try one more thing here. One more little shot, just for good measure. Okay, so you can see now that there's not really any suds coming off that thing. Heck of a lot cleaner than it was. Hands are clean. I already washed them. Pull this thing right out. Now, when you put your eye back in, very easy. As long as you know which direction it goes. As for me, I got this little red bloodshot thing goes right in my corner here. I'm gonna take this top part, I'm gonna shove it. I'm gonna pull my eyelid back with my other hand. I'm gonna shove this right under my eyelid and kind of drop it, and then pull the bottom one down, drop it under, boom, and it's back. So it always feels kind of puffy when you put it back in. Goes away after a couple hours. Just kind of like getting dental work done or something, and you're like, man, did my tooth always feel like that? Yeah, it does. You got to get back used to it. So anyway, yeah, so that feels amazing. I mean, I feel great, because it felt really, really crappy earlier. So hopefully this will last for a few days. I'm going to take some Sudafed. I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's coming from the same factory as my sinus stuff, but yeah, I thought you would enjoy that. Anybody with a glass eye, you know, there's not a lot of resources, because not everybody's walking around with glass eyes. So I hope this helps anybody in general, just kind of understanding, you know, how to deal with some of the glass eye maintenance, because there's not a whole lot of it. I mean, it's like I said, it's self-cleaning, it's self-maintenance. There's not a whole lot you have to do. If you're pulling this out to clean it, it's not a good day. But it's all right. Just do your best. And hey, if you have any questions, drop me a comment, shoot me a message or whatever. I'm more than happy to talk to anybody about glass eyes all the time, because honestly, I don't know anybody with one. So it's been fun. Have a great day, and keep that eye clean, guys. Hey, No glass eyes for you if you don't have one, all right? See ya.